start recording. Yeah, so the battle ended. Boss won through pure brute force. He did a Kampachi versus Noitera battle finish and got two claws. Dura, his opponent, exploded in half, and that's where we are now. I lost part of the battle, so anyone watching, sorry. This will be episode. Previous one will be episode 10. This will be episode 11. Two short episodes. Ugh.
It happens.
Well, dang it.
I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
Yeah. All right. So, I gotta find where the fuck my scripts were. God damn it. All right. All right. With that, Helkin is just going. She literally used like a spell to like change her outfit into like a really gothy cheerleader, and she's just been like up in there in the stands cheering you on. She's been way too excited because she's been bored out of her skull for the last year, or for the last several months. So this is like the most entertaining thing she's seen in for fucking ever. So she's up there like with like really like evil looking pom poms and a cheerleader outfit, but it's like gothy and evil. And yeah, she's just doing that. And now that the battle's over, she turns back, composes herself, and how do I do things again? Teleports down. Here we go. All right. Well, that was the most fun I've watched in forever. What I know about these creatures that you spoke of, all I know is that they are beings from curses, god level curses. Hell, I probably caused some of them to exist. Who knows?
Hint, hint, my previous character.
Like scene transition to Vickle in prison. It's like I feel like I'm relevant again, but whatever. Like I said, I don't really know much else. I'm sure I'm more than certain I probably created a few of those by just mere coincidence, but I will have my executives look into it. They're getting out there. They're doing stuff, making sure that I don't lose my domain. But for you, since that was enough to keep me going for a while. Hold on. She goes. She kind of just like flies back up into her. She goes here. She kind of like walks past like a door that's behind her throne and kind of just like rummages around. You hear like stuff crashing all over the place, stuff being thrown around, right? And then she comes back out. Right? She comes out with a vial of something. It's this long vial with like this purple liquid energy like emanating from it. This, if you were to say, inject this into you, you would gain the power of my Dark Chosen, the one you fought last year, combined with the power of the mask. However, you will be irreversibly soulbound to me. Meaning if you die, I die, you die, that type of thing. And I can, since, that whole Dark Chosen thing that I used to do was, my power given to a mortal. This won't give you a whole lot of actual power right now. Unless I were to get stronger, and then you would immediately get stronger by extension. But I won't force you. But she kind of just like she like bumps her eyebrows, like, huh? You want this? Want ultimate power?
I'm conversing with Damascus while she's doing that.
Voss.
Yo, mask guy, this that doesn't seem like a great deal.
Well, if she were to get stronger, so would you, and you could easily destroy those creatures. But at the same time, you'd be put in the same position we're in. If I die, you die. If you die, I die. If she dies, we both die. But if either of us dies, she dies? I think. This is getting complicated.
Commit suicide to kill a god?
Technically, yes. We could use that as leverage later.
What are the downsides to this? I
You're,
do a good deed and evil stuff
yeah,
takes over?
well, essentially, you're bound to her. I'd imagine there's a back and forth. As she gets stronger, you get stronger. I'd imagine the same would work in reverse. So the stronger we get together, she would gain some of that strength as well. If you haven't noticed, my existence has been making you abnormally different.
Yes. You said you wanted to take her out, though.
This would probably be the only way. I am a cursed manifestation of something that once existed placed into this object that is soulbound to you.
We have no other way to take her out together?
She's been at this for thousands of years. No one has ever been able to take her out. We would be the only ones in history to have leverage over her. I'd say it's something to use. Maybe consider it later.
I'll consider it, but if this happens, would she be up for leaving my daughter of any evil deeds that happen in the future?
Yeah, you'd have to discuss that with her.
Alright, no, um, I'll ask her. Give me a moment, mask dude. Like, if I'm not saying I'll take it or I'll inject this now, but if I do in the future, you have to guarantee one thing: nothing bad will happen to my daughter, like ever.
Should be a simple enough task.
Uh,
I won't do a single thing to your daughter.
and that includes all your henchmen too. Forthwith.
I will spread the message.
Uh, I'll take the vial, but not use it.
No, it is your
Yeah.
reward. You have this vial of Helkin's essence.
Alright. Vial of
At any point you wish to inject yourself with that, you will gain the power of the final boss of the previous campaign, which means you will have this necrotic aura that extends out from you. That you can
Yes.
turn on. It'll sync with your rage. I'll say that.
Uh,
When you specifically when you go into mask form, because all these dark things are combining. When you go into rage
yeah.
and mask form, you will extend a 10-foot radius aura around you that deals necrotic damage equal to your level to everything around you, ally and enemy, and you
Oh
heal
wow.
for the sum total of all the damage done to everything around you
Oh wow.
as actual health. You're
That's pretty unstoppable.
yeah, you're basically becoming way too evil god power. Anything gets near you, anything that's hit by you, you can annihilate it
Yeah.
and basically become immortal. So
Yeah.
in like the stereotypical D&D where like players as they get stronger they attain more godhood,
Yes.
you're attaining godhood by getting more of these things.
Uh,
But if anything happens with Helkin or the mask, you also die.
Yes.
Yeah. Since right now she is currently weakened, if she was at full power, there would be no consequence to her.
Yeah.
To you, yes. But to her, she could, because when you defeated it last year, she didn't die. But she
Yeah.
was also really powerful back then. Now she's very, very weakened because all of her henchmen are dead.
Yes.
Besides like a few scatter ones, so she has like a fraction, a decimal point of what the power she used to have is.
Eh.
Yeah, so yeah, Helkin's essence. Just put
Yeah, I
that.
added it.
I was gonna put this god power in my pocket. I'll save it for later.
For emergencies only.
Yeah. So yeah, that was beneficial, and you can
Yeah.
go back to the normal world whenever you want.
Alright. You might want to invest in some board games or something.
Well, I don't have access to the material world right now. Perhaps you could bring me some things to entertain myself.
Okay. I'll look into it, definitely.
Thank you.
I'm gonna add that in.
She kind of just pinches your cheek. You're just a dearie. You feel?
This is not creepy at all.
I know. All right, so you're gonna head back to your world.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Da.
All right. Recording's working just fine still. Yes.
How'd you spell Helkin? K-I-N?
Helkin. Yeah.
Alright.
Well, as you're doing that, you kind of
Yeah.
It's becoming nighttime, but at the same time, you're a little worn out. What's Lev doing? He went to visit the princess.
Yeah, I went to visit the princess.
All right. You were at the castle. It took you left during the day, so it takes several hours to get there. So you're at the castle, just you, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, they know to let you in. I mean, you are of noble status, so you're good to go.
Yeah.
And yeah, you go up to the princess's room. The same guards as before are still there, but no one's in the princess's room right now. King's off.
Okay.
The king has he's kind of got some coordination efforts with the other teams right now. Like he's keeping in contact with using his court wizard, so he's busy doing international stuff.
Yep.
So it's just you alone in the princess's room.
Do the usual thing, sing her a song, and then tidy her up and clean her up, I guess.
I mean, she's always kept cleaned up and all that. Like they're not just leaving her there to rot. They have caretakers.
Oh, well, yeah.
You draw a mustache on her with a Sharpie.
Totally.
Who the fuck did this?
leave a mirror tied up above her so when she wakes up she sees it.
No,
if
wait.
anything, I'll do her hair.
No, wait a
Make
minute.
it fancy.
Get out a Sharpie, right? Or prestidigitation or anything like that, right? Lift her skirt up or her dress up and just write down Lev was here.
Oh.
I was thinking like put the mirror above. Don't draw the Sharpie stuff on her face, but when she wakes up and she sees the mirror, the mustache aligns perfectly on the mirror with her face.
You guys are awful. I never want you to take care of me if I'm unconscious.
Well, it's a good thing you never go unconscious.
Ugh. Apparently.
All right.
But yeah, I'll be fixing her hair up, and I'll subtly stroke her cheek as I'm falling in love.
Do your performance check.
Where's Lev? Spells. Performance. Huzzah!
21.
For once, it's a good performance when doing that.
All right. Yeah, you're before you're getting garbage rolls. I'm surprised you're not expertise in it.
I decided acrobatics are probably more useful with the evil peoples.
Yeah.
And they have been, so.
Yeah. Because
Oh, yeah. By the way, I know you're doing your thing now, but before our patrol at night, I plan tracking down Lev to talk to him about Abby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you found nothing about Leo so far. He's still missing.
Yeah.
I'd say, but while Lev's, well, actually no, this would be happening all at the same time. So like, you
Yeah.
just had your opportunity for power. um, Hold on, I gotta play something. Where is it?
The thing is, the thing that I hate the most, though, I'd probably take it, honestly, if I had the option of not having my good deeds turning into evil deeds.
Well, no, that
Somewhere
was
along the lines.
that's a different. That was a different thing. That was the curse that was placed on Vickle.
Okay.
This is a different thing. You were just gaining raw dark god power.
Okay.
You're just being soul bound to her. So if one of your lives ends, the one that's connected to her dies. Because,
Yeah.
but that's only because she's in a weakened state. Before,
Mm-hmm.
right? She was giving that power out to everyone. And
Yeah.
well, not to everyone, but like the people who were worthy. And it was no downfall to her. But right now, the fact that she's giving you this means one, she's either desperate, or two, wants to die. Desperate to like, okay, he's really strong. I'll give my power to him and that'll keep me alive. Or I hope he dies so I can die. It's like
Either way, it's a win-win.
yeah. Anyway, Lev, something happens.
Oh,
What?
the suspense is killing me.
Calm down.
Yes, change the music. Quiet.
The stupid music isn't playing.
Playing on our end.
I hear it.
I don't hear it on mine.
It's like this soft melody.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, my side's still being a little bit weird.
Ooh.
As you
It
do,
keeps freezing after the first.
oh, I had to turn it off and turn it back on. As you play your performance, you're just like getting into the music, kind of. You close your eyes as you play, and you visualize the princess dancing with you as you play your performance. You kind of dance along with her in your mind. But as you wake up, or sorry, as you open your eyes, you meet the gaze of the princess.
Oh.
Looking back at you.
I'll just kind of like starstruck, kind of stop, caught with my pants down type of thing. Like, you, Colette, you're awake. I'll go get her. I'll find some water or something.
Yeah, there's like food and water there in her room for.
Yep.
You give her some water. You help her drink it. She doesn't seem mobile or even.
Mm-hmm.
She can't really move, but she kind of just made a moaning noise. Her eyes are open and she sees you. She's been in a coma for several weeks at this point, so
Yeah.
her body's leaned out a bit.
You'd probably have to lift her up, prop her up so she can drink.
Yeah, if anything.
Yeah, adjusting her head, but do not move her body. That will hurt her.
No.
Just like adjusting her head so she doesn't choke on the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you drink the water, or feed her the water. And she can't speak yet, but she keeps like looking at your direction whenever you move her head.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She can't make expressions. She looks dazed, but her eyes are keeping eye contact with yours. Like where your head moves, her eyes follow.
Yeah. I'll lay her back down, get her comfortable, and then hold her hand and pet her hair or her head to like calm her down or like
Maybe
ease her
explain what's
pain a bit.
going on.
Yeah, I'll be explaining everything.
Starting from where and ending where?
I'll be explaining about her position. She doesn't need to stress about what's going on in the kingdom just yet.
Just yet. That makes her stressed. She has a heart attack. I'm just kidding.
Holy. But yeah, no, I'll be explaining why she's in her bed and why she's feeling so weak and why she is the way she is right now.
Okay, so yeah, you basically get her up to date with what happened to her, what happened with the city, what happened.
Yeah,
Since,
so that she doesn't so she doesn't go into a shock.
Yeah, and you emphasize that like everything's already been like completely taken care of, like coordination with the efforts on everything. Like things are improving just before they start to get worse. So you kind of caught it by the tail end. You have teams all over the place. You have powerful people in other countries stopping these creatures. You yourself even took one out, just like last week.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm gonna do a con check for her. Disadvantage technically. Actually, wait a minute. She is a knight. She has high con. Hold on. She might. Where is? I'd be under continents. Northern country. Royal Palace. That's there. So the disadvantage plus hers plus 4. Not the best, but like she begins like as you like hold her hand, you kind of feel her. It's very weak, like a baby.
Gotcha.
Right. And she kind of grasps like your hand as you hold it. She's getting some movement back already. She just woke up from a coma.
Yay!
She can't talk. She can't really react and do stuff. But you woke her up.
Yay! All right. I'm gonna be like, stay. I'm not gonna stay. That's fucking stupid. Never mind. Abort. I'm gonna say, I'll be right back. I'll go get your father.
Wait.
Oh, I wait. I stop.
I heard you. She says that she says she heard you.
While singing, probably.
I'll just start tearing up a bit, and then tell her. I'll just start tearing up, and then hold her. I'll just give her a hug, cause, yay! Words can't describe.
Roll a charisma check.
Okay.
All right. As you go in for like a hug after like tearing, you feel like on your side, the one hand that can kind of move, kind of try. It can't quite lift itself yet, but like as you kind of like go in closer to the hug, she like gently has her one hand that can move slightly on your side, trying to hug back.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna go get the king.
Right? You go get the king. Everyone in the castle, the nurses, the nannies, the maids, the guards, the court wizard, the king, every fucking person starts bum rushing the room.
And they kick you out.
Yeah, they immediately go, okay, you're done here. You're not important anymore. No, you bring them all up, and they all see the princess awake, and she it's mostly groans, right? But she's showing that like she can move one hand very, very weakly.
Yeah.
She can't lift it very well. She can lift the wrists slightly, but She's already getting some vocal and mobile function back moments after waking up. Which I had a friend that was in a coma for like, oh god, I don't even know how long it was. I think it was like close to a year, several months to a year, I think. And I would always visit her in the hospital. And when she woke up, like I would come visit her, and she had a long time before she could even talk or even sit up. And she couldn't use her hands at all, like from the wrists outwards. She couldn't use.
Yeah. Well, it's basically you're trying to learn everything again.
Yeah, you're reteaching yourself every basic autonomous function and basic function. So, yeah. So, yeah. The king, he kind of like walks off to the side of the crowd, not showing his face, but like you see him with his big golden gauntlets just wipe his eyes.
Go.
Tearjerker.
Lev?
Majesty?
You haven't just done this country an unpayable service. You've done, Father, something that I don't know how to describe. One day...
You don't have to.
One day when I'm gone, I hope this country has you to sit at the throne.
That's... Drop a bombshell!
Now you just saved an overprotective father's daughter.
Huzzah!
You haven't asked for anything. You even turned down, like, you know, his shady proposition that he offered you. You've been nothing, despite you changing your alignment. You have done nothing but be a beacon of good. Even now, like what you're doing right now is more good than any good character could ever do.
Well, the alignment's changed, but it's mostly for certain curses.
When it comes to the curse monsters, you're evil. Anything else, you're good. If anything,
yeah, pretty much.
More neutral than anything, really.
Yeah.
But
pretty much.
You basically saved the future of this kingdom.
Woo!
Yeah, because sometimes in a coma, if they are in a coma for too long, sometimes either family chooses to pull the plug or their body can't continue, you know,
taking care of it.
Yeah, the muscles can atrophy, the organs, the remaining organs that still have some life in them can shut down, the brain can completely die. She did mostly have a spinal injury, so you don't know if she's even incapable of walking. Not just from like waking up from a coma, but like after that.
Yeah.
Right? Because she was sent flying across the arena and shattered her fucking spine and was laying in a pool of her own blood. Had like every bone shattered. She's still like bandaged up for the most part too.
Like, oh yeah.
But like she has her princess gown on and all that stuff. She's kept looking like a princess every day. But yeah. It's only because I rolled. Normally, whenever I was rolling for her, she was getting like. I mean, she still rolled high, but you've fucking got over a 21. I was waiting for you to get like a 20 plus or a nat 20 to see if anything happened. Right? And after every so many days going to visit her, eventually she heard you, and that's what she struggled to say. She heard you.
Yay!
So she confirms that it was you playing your music to let her back to the waking world.
Good job, man.
Woohoo!
Yep.
Back pats.
Right now, the castle staff is going to have to be on her full time now that she's awake, tending to her needs and all that. So you might not. You'll still be able to visit, but you might not be able to come as often just because they kind of need to do things for her to help her heal.
Oh, yeah.
So she won't be able to take visitors too much.
I'll just shower her with gifts and support then.
It's like, huh, that guild you're opening up. So where's the funding for that? Looks at the princess's tower. It's like, the gifts are starting to splooge out of the windows. You decorate the entire tower.
I'll be giving her like those cat posters hanging in there. It's just real corny stuff.
Yeah, you just start focusing all your money on gifts for the princess. So, princess awakens, and you head back to the city with like, if your physical jawbones and cheek muscles could stretch further outwards, they would, but like you're smiling to the point where you are physically taking damage.
We finally have a win!
Oh my god, something good happened? Hold on. You take 4 points of damage. I wasn't joking. You can't stop.
I'll take it.
4 points of damage as you hurt your jaw, basically from smiling too much. Your jawbones, your cheek muscles, they hurt.
Hold on. So after taking the 4 damage, I need this to be on record that everybody knows my health is now at 69.
Of course it is.
You planned this, didn't you, DM?
I didn't. I was waiting for a roll to happen. It was based off a dice roll. I can't plan that.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you head back to the city, head back home. Nighttime's coming in. You're just flipping off the sun as it's setting, slowly going with it. Like, fuck you, sun. Fuck you, abominations. You just start. Have you seen Joker, the movie?
The one with what's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
No, I didn't see it yet.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
It's good. I'm supposed to see.
Do you? Okay, have you at the very least seen the dancing scene where he's dancing down the stairs?
Yes, I have.
You're doing that throughout the
Iconic.
streets, as you
Deal.
go home.
That works for me. That
Yeah,
sounds
you're
about
just
right.
doing that, and everyone's watching you. Hold on. Roll charisma too, actually.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, I'm kind of deciding things for your character, but they make sense to your character.
Definitely looks goofy.
Yeah. As you're going home, people kind of just line up behind you in like a mob of people. They're dancing with you as you're going home.
Holy.
Yeah, you head back home. Your mom's just like out front, just like sitting in front of the front. There's also like a small garden and pond in front of the house, besides the large garden in the backyard.
Yeah.
She's just sitting out front. She's seeing this mob of people. She's like, oh no, they... Lev? She sees you.
Mother!
Sees you dancing. Is like, I see you're over the death of your sister already?
Hell no! I just feel much happier that we finally have a win. We killed the crocodile, and the princess finally woke up.
She like stands up, like she like jerks forward. She's awake?
Mm-hmm.
When? How? Her spine.
I was visiting her, trying to wake her up through the music that we used to listen to and dance to, and the moment I opened my eyes, and there she was. Her eyes were open.
The music we used to listen to.
I'll start playing the song to remind her.
That's the song your father played to me.
Aww.
I'm surprised you remember that. He hasn't played that since you were little.
It always imprinted on me. I loved it.
She kind of like closes her eyes and kind of just like remembers the past. Your father played that to me when he first proposed.
History might repeat itself.
Well, don't get too ahead. She kind of just like pinches your cheek a little too hard. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sure, you saved the country several times, but you know, getting into the royal family is not impossible, I guess, but don't set yourself up for disappointment.
Yes, Mother.
I don't want to see you get hurt again. And she kind of just goes in for a hug.
Of course I'm gonna have mother hugs.
Like, mommy, hold me. Yeah, with that, the mob kind of just goes home. And everyone's like, why were we doing that? I don't know, it was fun. And no one
Everybody needs to let loose.
Yeah, everyone just went into that. They don't know why. You didn't really say anything. You're just super fucking happy, dancing through the streets, pelvic thrusting everywhere. Yeah. So, and I'd imagine Mirrodin, as you see this mob of people coming towards the house. You and Lily are like, what the hell is going on? You see Lev outside. He's the happiest he's ever been in a while. Just looking down from like the upstairs. Lilia looks at you.
Mir?
Mirrodin?
Mir?
Mir, like, just smiling. Because, like, I think did he know where Love was going?
You always know that he goes to visit the princess when he's gone all day.
So, yeah, Mirrodin, I think, can deduce from Love's expression that either he did something crazy or, like, the princess woke up or, yeah.
Lilia's looking down and is like, well, based on the crowd, I'd imagine the princess woke up.
Yep.
And Lilia kind of just like, as you're standing there at the window, just like looking down at the front door step, and she kind of just like scooches a little closer and kind of just like grabs your hand, interlaces her fingers with your fingers. And she mentions, just like, kind of just places her head on your shoulder and mentions, maybe we should have a happy day.
Happy day?
Roll an insight. Yeah, country bumpkin.
Just takes offense. I thought we had a good day.
Yeah.
Good day. She wants a happy day.
She wants a happy ending.
Hear you.
So, you remember that thing Lilia promised you if you beat Lev in the tournament? Nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
That's the kind of happy day she's talking about.
Okay, so a different type of party. Okay.
Yeah, she wants to have a two-man party. And
Mirrodin kind of giggles and like holds her close and kind of like whispers in her ear. It's like, sure, we can have that type of happy day.
all right, so this is how the session's going to end.
Okay.
As you say that to Lilia, she looks down, closes the curtains, and I'm going to need you to roll me a
Oh God.
Constitution saving throw.
Patience. God.
You should fear Rakazovsky.
I guess.
They are insatiable. 10. Hold on, I'm going to roll for Lilia. Nah, not with her 18.
Shit.
Yeah,
Told
so tomorrow you're going to have exhaustion.
Okay.
But Lilia will be
Fair enough.
the happiest wife. After what
In
she
town?
after what she does
Like-
after what she does to Mirrodin, It's like Liv, as you enter the house, it sounds like somebody else is having a good day as well.
Ha!
In the
Well-
morning, like Lilia will just be like bright and glowing and like refreshed
Mirrodin will
and
be
like
like,
perfect.
"Boss, where's your wheelchair? I need to borrow it."
Yeah, Mirrodin will just be haggard, like limping.
Just exhausted. Yeah,
Yeah. Like next
Yeah.
morning, everyone's
that's cute.
Lilia just skips down the stairs like the happiest person ever. Just la 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 la, skipping.
Tra la 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 la.
Before the session ends, I still want to find Lev.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As well, it's hard to miss the mass of people dancing through the streets. So you start following behind, but trying to not get sucked into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you after like the mob goes home, Lev's about to go in the house. Since you're staying there as well, you meet up
So
with
the
him.
hug, I wave him over.
Well, okay, I definitely go. He's got my attention.
We're away from his family, right?
Yeah, but you can hear from the house.
Okay, maybe move a little further away.
Okay.
We're clear of the sound effects. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
You just hear a very, very subtle noise in the background, just light floorboards shaking. Anyway,
Yes.
tell.
Don't ask me how, but I got some information about your previous maid, Abby.
Yeah. What about her?
She apparently was hunting down the crime syndicate people.
I
And
already knew that.
she left thousands of corpses.
Yeah, no, that sounds like Abby.
No. This is like bad amounts of killing. Like thousands piled up. Like mountain of corpses. Literal mountain.
All on Helkin's doorstep.
Yes. Just if you see her, make sure she's not crazy when you see her again.
I'll check up on her.
You saw her
Yeah.
really.
She seemed.
Go ahead.
She seemed pretty sound of mind.
Yeah, you saw her like a week ago. She handed you the book.
Mhm.
And, yeah,
But you
so-
didn't know that about her before. Now you...
But even with that, you're thinking back, it's like, well, I saw her a week ago, and she was fine then.
Yeah.
She seemed to be all like, legal stuff with the city council and getting
Mhm.
authorization for an orphanage. She seemed,
Mhm.
normal.
Oh yeah. And my daughter's gonna be organizing a search party. A friend of mine's gone missing for about a week. He's late for his medicine.
When between my training sessions, I'd be happy to come help out.
Oh yeah, you're also bruised to shit.
Yeah. I figured.
You can just see my bruises healing.
Yeah, you just came
Oh,
back.
that's him. That's him.
Yeah, like-
bruised.
Yeah, no, Lev was bruised, but like your wounds, you still have the injuries, but like the immediate wounds from like the right in the rib cage and stuff like that you had, you see those closing on your body.
And yeah, I just wanted to ask about potentially helping look for this, my friend, and I give a brief description of what he looks like.
Yeah. Also, Lev, as like Voss is telling all this, you notice he's covered in blood. He's got wounds that are just closing on him.
I'll raise an eyebrow and say, "So, how did you learn this about?" Wait, you didn't want me to ask. Well, you didn't tell me not to ask about your wounds. What the hell happened to you?
You know that guy I fought in the arena?
Vaguely. Yes. Never mind. I do.
The one that
Her-
fucked the sister up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or sorry,
Yep.
the princess up.
Her
The one
sister
you killed?
came after me.
Oh,
Or his sister came after me, yes.
right.
And unfortunately it ended up in a
Same thing.
death battle, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be like, say no more. I don't care for that family.
I'm still crushed about the death battle thing, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my wounds.
Well, so long as you take care of yourself, we'll need you.
I look down on myself, my wounds are slowly closing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think I got that covered.
Good.
And yeah, just ears and nose to the ground, basically looking for my friend if possible.
Of course. I'll do the best I can to help you find Leo.
Thank you. Because, yeah. A lot of people are out and about looking for these horrors, but nobody's looking for my friend, so.
I do hope your friend didn't fall victim to them.
Yes, me too.
Alright, well, let's go inside and make some food for everybody.
Alright, I join them.
Your mom already
And
had
I
supper
look-
made.
I look
Let's
for
go
my
eat some
daughter
food.
after this to help coordinate the search party.
Yeah, that'll be something you do on your own until events happen. Basically, right now, for
Yeah.
the next probably a couple sessions, we'll just do this personal stuff that you guys want to do instead of going on with the plot. I had the plot
Yes.
written. It's just like every so often I'll like do intermission type stuff where you can just do your own things for a while.
Yeah,
Like
I do have my plan.
pretty much none of this stuff besides the battle that Boss just had. Besides that, nothing else was scripted.
Sweet.
This is all stuff you guys want to do.
I like it.
Yes.
Love it.
You make your
Want
own.
some more of it?
You make your own happy endings.
Yay!
As you go into the house, just more floorboards shaking. You see like dust crumbling from like the ceiling above you because they're on the second floor.
I'm gonna yell out, "You're breaking my house!"
You just hear Lilia yelling back, "I'm breaking something else!"
Oh God! Ow, that's where Lev stays quiet.
Yeah, and just like
Oh no!
all throughout supper, all throughout the evening, until everyone else is like going to bed, because this is like supper time. So about when it's completely dark and you guys are gonna go for your normal patrols, that's when the noise stops.
Oh, poor Lev.
Yeah.
Whoops, not Lev. That'd be
That'd
Mirrodin. Or Mirrodin.
That'd be that kind of anime.
That'd be a terrible anime.
That'd be a hentai.
Anyways. Oh my God. Ooh.
Did you read the entries to the thing?
I did, and it's really cool how you have it.
Well, let's see.
I can see what you're going with, and I love it, especially with the whole Seventh Son thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to like look through the order of births in your family. I'm like, oh god, okay, how do I fucking calculate the timing for when this happens? Why is it not
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's not popping up on my screen. Want to see what I just was like, okay, use all 5 levels of your spell slots. I was like, okay, you're up to 5th entry. After returning to Ruin and making more children with Viola. Okay, yeah. I was like, where did I leave it off? I was like, oh, okay, that one. There's more. Like, there's more pages to the book. Well, you're going to be doing patrols tonight, so it's best not to wear yourself out tonight.
Yeah, no, tonight I won't be.
You're going to have to pick up the slack from Mirrodin.
Yeah.
Poor lucky Meriden.
Here.
Well, we basically in-game secured your future character in the other campaign that'll happen. So that's on its way.
Still working on mine.
Yeah, but you know what? There's hope.
Yeah.
Not hope. She's not into you. Hope figuratively.
Yeah, no.
Hope. It's like there's still
Yeah.
hope. Like hope's like, no, I don't want that. So yeah, we're gonna end the session here before I ramble on. I have to.
Okay.
Cool.